Yo.
Yo, Ash, what's good? How are
Yo,
you?
what's up? What's going on?
Can't complain. Yo, listen, I have a question for you.
What's going on? I'm here.
You know what? Nah. I'll figure it out.
Nah, let's talk about it.
You know what? Let's talk about it.
That's crazy. What?
Let's talk about
What?
it. Welcome to Nah. Let's talk about it. I'm your host, Ashley D, and I'm here with my co-host, Ing. And today we have a special guest for y'all. He's a singer. He's a rapper. He's an actor. He's the motherfucking Light Feet King straight out of Harlem and Brooklyn. Y'all give it up for my special guest, Arnstar.
Yeah, good, ladies. What's up?
How you doing?
Amazing. I feel great.
That's fire. Thank you for coming.
Of course, you already know.
You fucking with us?
Come on now. I'm here, right?
He here, y'all.
I'm here.
He came to fuck with us.
Let's talk about it.
Nah, let's talk about it. You ready to get down to the nitty gritty?
Let's talk about it.
You ready, y'all? So, my question is, how do you feel about single parent homes? Let me elaborate. You want to elaborate?
Dating within, like, would you date somebody who came from a single parent home? Like, or would you limit yourself to only dating somebody who came from a single family home?
Would I date somebody that came from a single parent home? Sure. That wouldn't be the problem. I feel like the challenge would be if the person themselves recognize that they have work to do because they came from a single parent home. Like if they found that if they found that they still was missing something in their life, this is not something that I can come in and fill. I would like definitely have to be a friend for a long time and assist this person through what they have to, like, the spaces they got to go through to become whole, because especially if it's a single mother home. I grew up in a single mother home.
Okay.
And I understand the impact of not having a father in the home
Okay.
consistently. So I did a lot of work, still doing a lot of work, but definitely have taken the time to do the work. And it's tough.
It is, but a lot of human beings, both male and females, maybe they can't identify the problem when it really is a problem. You understand what I'm saying? So they can be looking for love and not be able to identify that I'm hurt.
Yeah, and we all, like, not for nothing, humans by nature, it's 8 billion people on earth. You are not alone. You can experience feeling like you're alone, but you're never alone. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so the toughest thing about, single parent homes and some of the projections that's given off is you could agree solely to what your mom believed in, and that could become detrimental for the generation that you in, because you're in a new generation.
Very true. Very true. So
There's something going around social media now where a female is basically saying that she doesn't want to date anybody who doesn't come from a two-parent household. How... Look, I get where she's coming from, just like you said, like, children need their fathers as well too. But how do you feel? Like, how would you put your take on that?
I would say, depending on, like, who that person is that said it, they're probably just very clear on what they want at this point. That could be one of the responsible. Let's go to responsible, irresponsible.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Starting with responsible, I know what I'm looking for. I'm well aware of the ins and outs of backgrounds, to the point where at this point, this is just what I'm choosing. And it's not a judgment. It's more of a request and a requirement at this point, like a strong request / requirement at this point, because of where I'm going to say me, like where I'm at in my life.
understood.
The irresponsible way is I'm being judgmental. And I feel like only a 2-parent household can produce a child that's good enough to date, or an adult that's good enough to date from either sex, looking, for that opposite sex. And I feel like, yeah, it's just irresponsible, because it's like you don't give somebody a chance to actually transform into the being that God created them to become. Like, you go through these challenges for a reason. You're not here just, if I would have taken the single parent household look when I found out that wasn't like normal, that could have broke me down. That could have made me like a whole different person. That could have made me a sleazeball. That could have made me just a bad individual. Like,
not necessarily, because from that clip, I personally feel like that's her preference. Everybody has a preference, right? Because you could lose out on a good man or a good female off of your preference.
True.
Right.
You could be brought up in a single family home and be amazing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, I would take it as an insult.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's and not for nothing, like, we all gonna react differently to certain things that we hear. Like,
Yes.
me first of all, as soon as I hear something like that, my next question is like, where's this stemming from?
Okay.
Because you might be actually on your way to finding where your trauma is linked to.
Okay.
If this is something that you're being judgmental about. But if this is a true preference, like a preference, with the understanding that, you might get tapped on the shoulder by an angel, or you might have a circumstance that might change your understanding. If you still got that window open of there's a possibility of a great person showing up no matter what their background is, that's amazing. But then there's also measuring. Like, not to get like spiritual or anything like that, but the first page of the first Bible shows God creating the world. And one of the things that I love about it, that I've been like discovering newly, is while reading it, it keeps saying, and God saw that it was good. And God saw that it was good. And I was like, what does it mean for God to saw that it was good, or to see that it's good? To measure.
Right.
To see if it's efficient enough. So I was like, okay, we got to start measuring. It's like nothing in your life will get better until you start measuring it. Until you start going, I was here yesterday, I'm here today, and tomorrow I'm looking to be here. That's when you start seeing the progress. Otherwise, it don't even count. I mean,
talk about it.
You could benefit from it, but it won't count. So she got a point onto, as far as the measurement goes, whether she's right or wrong intentionally. It's good to measure. Like, all right, now we're getting closer to what stems what. And then, we take it from there.
Right. But, like, say, for instance, that young lady came to you, she would look crazy, because look at how successful you are.
Yeah.
How was that journey for you not having your dad?
Well, to jump right into it, my dad passed away from gun violence.
My condolences.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
He was shot and killed May 26, 1990. I was born February 5th, 1991. So my mother found out she was pregnant with me the day after his funeral.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The great thing about my dad that I feel like I didn't miss out on is his legacy.
Okay.
So he is, or rather was, as a person, one of the original, like, first hip hoppers ever, like, to set the tone for style, fashion, movement. He was a writer, but he was more widely notarized as a b-boy, as a breaker.
Okay.
He's a part of the legendary Rocksteady crew. So rest in peace, Kippy D.
Rest in peace.
AKA Rashawn the God. He was also 5%er. But yeah, he left me such a rich history that me growing up, like, I felt like he was always
there.
with me, like, through hip hop, like, through the real spirit and culture of hip hop.
Nice.
It also breaks my heart to see where it has come to, but I also recognize that that's necessary too, because we're gonna spin the block.
There we go.
But so yeah, missing him physically, yes, that was also a burden to bear. It was a lot that was missed out on. It was a lot of, let me show you how to do a correct push-up, or this is how you fix something that's broken in the house, or this is how you talk to somebody correctly, and if they get out of hand, after that, then you whoop their ass. You don't go straight for,
Right.
you know what I mean? So
Right.
those things is you know, but I do tip my hat to my mom.
Nice. Shout out
Um,
to you, mama.
Yeah, my mom, and she's now transitioned over as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
My condolences.
Yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, when I was 16, my mother passed away from colon cancer. Yeah, so she battled with it.
Condolences.
2003, she was diagnosed, and then 2007, she officially made her transition. And I saw her body lifeless as I got to my grandmother's house. And the one thing that gave me hope, that also made me realize that there's more to this, is that she was smiling. She was smiling.
She
Like,
looked
I saw her
peaceful.
teeth. Like,
Yeah.
I saw her teeth.
Right.
And so even though it was like cancer, it was still like whoever came to pick her up, she was happy to see them. There was a lot of people on the other side she used to talk about, cousins,
Right.
family members, friends, my dad.
Right.
But she gave me God.
Nice.
She gave me God. She was like, you know, she never told me you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're any of these denominations. She was like, God is first,
Right.
honor your parents, and then it's you.
Nice.
And then when you step into your adulthood, it's you and God and whoever you decide to make a parent with you.
Yeah.
So she gave me these nuggets and these tools and these seeds that I just chased the spirit after that. Like when she passed away, I was like, I don't have nobody. Like my other brothers and sisters have their dads. You know what I mean? It was like I got to talk directly to spirit now. So I got real deep into spirituality as a whole, but definitely Bible based more than anything.
Nice.
But open to share with everybody, because I understand like love is actually the key. Like the Bible says God is love, then love will do it.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So, you know, single mother households or single father, single parents. To me, it's like it was my mom and God. You know, and I always gave my dad that reverence because he was already up there. You know, and they was like, yo, you know, your pops. My mother first told me, she was like, your father's in heaven. And I was a little kid, and I don't even know how I realized what heaven was, but I was hyped when I heard that. Like,
Right.
I was like, what?
Right.
I was walking around like, hey, yo, my father in heaven, you know that?
Right.
And then people gave me the, I'm so sorry, my condolences, sad spirit energy that I walked through until my mom came and updated that. So, you know, oh, I'm so sorry to hear. I'm like, oh, this is not a good thing. And then I got older and I'm like, oh, I see what's going on. But then when my mom passed, she started visiting me in my dreams.
Nice.
And she started letting me know, like, and I want to say this here publicly. I've said this at private engagements, but publicly, I want to say my mother told me to tell everyone who has someone that has moved on that you are not doing them justice referring to them as dead. Their body is back in the ground where it belongs. That's where it came from. But they are not dead. They are very much alive
Talk about it.
and living. So she came to me in a series of like 4 dreams. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm over here. I'm not dead. I'm over here, and I'm still working. That's when it clicked for me. Because
Nice.
she told me my father came to her in a dream, and he was putting on construction boots, and she was laying in the bed. He got up and put on construction boots. She was like, where you going? And he was like, I still got work to do. And she woke up from that dream. That was way before she passed. So from that dream to her coming in my dream, I was like, oh, wow, this is okay. Now transitioned, elevated, graduated from life. You know, let go of physicalness. These are things that I use now for those who have like moved on, because
Yes.
they are not dead.
They are not dead.
When you speak their name, how you speak their name, they are there. They can feel it. You can transfer energy to them, and they can transfer energy back to you.
That's a fact. Ain't God good?
That's a factory
Mm.
all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
God
God is good. Yes. Woo! But it's a lot, and you know when you believe, I don't care. I believe. I walk by faith,
Not by
and yo, let me tell you something. You gotta believe in God. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna get too much into it, but believe in your faith.
I'm gonna say
Yes?
it like this.
Say it. Talk
Believe
to me.
in yourself.
That's a fact.
Believe in yourself. You are the first connection with God. Nobody is going to show you how to get as close to God as you are. All people could do is open a door for you or point you in a direction. Everybody's a mirror. And as much as they show you who you are, is as much as they show you who you're not. But all of that is God. You
It
know?
can be hard, though.
Yes.
It can be hard. So just don't give up.
Fact. And
Can't
once
give up.
again, don't give up on yourself. You are the one. Why are you here? Why are you even born?
Right.
Why do you even feel like what you do is worth anything if God is not with you? Do not compare your circumstances to how much God is active in your life. God is always active in your life. He'll never leave you nor forsake you. And with that being said, anything you put your mind to, your heart to, is what is now coming about. Now, if you going through hell, go through it. Go through it and come out of it. You are the heaven that's coming out of hell.
Right. And God ain't going to put you through something you can't handle.
That's a fact.
Even
You
when
wouldn't
you
be
feel like
here.
you can't
Big
handle it.
facts.
You would not be here.
Big facts. Because he made it.
Hello.
He done been on Ellen twice. How was that experience for you?
Oh my God. So Ellen, that was amazing. First of all, she gave us $100,000.
Twice. Can I get a dollar?
Hello. When I go find that, when I go find that re-up, I got, you know what I mean? You're a couple years late from that.
He's so
Nah,
silly.
but that was amazing. That was a major door open because me and my friends, we were just doing what we do best, and that's entertaining the people through social media and, you know, going viral at will. At a point, we just started just knowing, like, yo, as soon as we post, it's out of here. So we boosted a lot of people's songs. I remember Pushback by Neo, gone. Everybody reposted it. Penelope Cruz, you know, Diddy, Taraji, P. Henson, of course Neo, and then next thing you know, we were on TRL in the morning, right next to him. Actually, we was on in the morning with him, and that's when we got the idea to do it.
Nice.
So that's one of the big shout outs. I rock with Neo. He's always been an inspiration to me. Of course, you know Michael Jackson is number one, but Neo follows in that vein. Of course,
Nice.
Akon. I would love to work with these two living icons.
Okay.
Chris Brown, of course, same.
Crazy.
But
How would
yeah.
that be?
Yeah,
Him and Chris
me
Brown
Breezy,
would be
like,
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna speak this into existence. When me and Chris Brown do a music video
I want to see that
to
dance style.
the feature that we're gonna have, hope I'm featured on his record, he's featured on my record, and like I want us to do a collab album for real, because the way I rap, the way he rap, the way I sing, the way he sing, I feel like he
The way
sings.
he dance, the way you dance.
Hello, and then it's that, and then the most obvious one.
Yeah.
So that music video is
That'd be
probably going to end up
fire.
being like a movie, and we probably do something that honors Michael Jackson
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
dope.
You dig me?
Nice.
I
So
can see
speaking
that.
that
Let's
into
manifest.
existence,
Yes,
yes.
let's manifest that.
Just invite me,
You
okay?
know what I mean? Now I got you. I promise you. I put this on everything I love. Should this and when this happens, I will. Y'all gonna be the first two people I personally invite.
Because y'all don't know, behind the scenes, I learned some stuff.
For real.
So I might be in the background, but go ahead.
I'm the
Hello.
photographer, videographer.
That's right. Master observer, student learner.
There you
It's
go.
We're gonna get it rocking.
We're going to get it rocking. So let me ask you this. For you to make it on Ellen, that came from you dancing on trains, the subway.
Yes.
Now, you know New York, we gritty. How did you keep your confidence up? Like, how was you just open to just say, yo, we doing this. We going to perform. We going to do backflips on the train, slow motion. Like, what was it? You just was always having a good time all the time?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, shout out to Light Feet as a whole culture, because it saved our lives.
Okay.
It was something that took us away from the dark spaces of the city. And this is what I say on Ellen. This is what we say on Ellen, is that, you know, this culture was something that took us away from, you know, possibly gang banging, drug dealing,
Something productive to do.
Something, you know what I mean? This was like, all right, cool. We don't have access to centers just yet, so we just gonna meet up, and we gonna get light. You know, I'm gonna be rapping. Somebody else gonna be making beats. Somebody else holding a camera. It started turning into, you know, just a whole conglomerate of talent. But dancing was the one thing that
Kept us together.
put us all together.
Nice.
So, you know, by the time we get to Ellen, we would have done it before. We would have done it whether we did it or not, and we were already doing it.
Nice.
So by the time Ellen comes, this is a layup. This is like, what? Like,
Too easy.
you know what I mean? Of course, it's like, oh my God, it's daytime television, but it's like, you can rehearse, you're gonna rehearse again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna go through the questions that you're asked. Like, it was a super produced show. Very professional.
Nice.
I loved everybody that worked with us behind the scenes.
Okay.
I hope they invite us to wherever they went to, because of course Ellen is not on the air anymore.
That's crazy.
But
you
you know.
said that you guys went viral a lot of times.
yeah.
So what's your take on the numbers game? Because the numbers game is crazy. And, you know, you're here rocking with us.
Yup.
Right? But our numbers ain't sky high. But I respect you and we appreciate you for rocking with us, for seeing us for what we have to bring. Right? But it's very challenging for us to have to go by numbers. What's your take on that?
Don't go by numbers. Don't
Okay.
go by numbers. There's a saying that it's very trickery. It's very trickery. No disrespect to who says it, but it's been mirrored by people's understandings. But this is why they lose out on great talent when great talent is right in front of them. And it's men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Right?
Okay.
Right? So at one point in time, we might have agreed with it. I know when I first heard it, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Until I realized who's telling the numbers. Men and women.
That's true.
They lie.
That's true.
So numbers actually can lie, or numbers can be lied about from a man or a woman. So you got to know where, like, you have to, like, remember where you were once at, like where you were very ambitious, and you were like, I don't have the work. I have the work ethic. I don't have the resume. And then when you start getting a resume, those who gave you a chance, you remember them more than the people who called.
Sure
Like,
do.
You remember them. You remember the people who gave you the chance versus the people who accepted you when they realized who you were. Ellen gave us a chance to be on television, right? Now, this is not a shot, but I want to point something out that's very particular.
Okay.
She brought us on to actually open up for Diddy, right? Diddy knew us. He knew us to the point where he actually shouted us out after the fact. It was after we performed. He was like, they doing something called Light Feet. I want to commend you, Queen. But I said, you let Ellen give us $100,000 in front of America.
And we from the same.
And we from Harlem, in the Bronx, in
Right.
Brooklyn and Queens.
Right.
Right? And then it's like, yo, you know, let's rustle this energy up. Let's keep working.
Right.
We kept working, but we went our way, they went their way, and it's always love. But you see what happens after, like, as time goes.
Right.
So it just be interesting how somebody could sit there and say, oh, you don't have the numbers, but you may be the one.
Can I ask you a question? So, with the legacy that you come from, is the support organic from your peers, or is it just for clout? Or how do you feel? How do you navigate through that?
You get a mixed bag. You stay pure. You stay pure through it. Like, you don't ever start doing what you feel like somebody is doing to you if you feel like that's what's being done.
Okay.
Like, you learn what not to do. Like, oh, that's how you move it? You look amazing as this example of what not to do.
That's a fact.
And they end up getting filtered out. You know why? Because when you're in a room full of genuine people, it's the machinery that looks like the square. When you're in a room being genuine full of machines, you look like the square because you're not going along with the role.
Right.
You know, when I'm in Hollywood, I could tell how long I'm gonna stay in a room, depending on.
That's a
who
fact,
I'm-
because that energy is
Be
not
off.
what y'all think is wrapped up to be.
And it's
That energy
upside
be
down right
off.
now. It's upside down, you know. And I love the people I met when I
Okay.
was in LA.
Okay.
People I gravitated towards, the people that stayed in my circle, and even some of those that didn't stay, but like just on passing, it was like, because, you know, you got the machinery, you got what I call, you know, the Facebook experience. Everybody's like, you know, they kind of, it's almost like a hand in their back.
Right.
They being puppeted.
Right.
And it happens in New York, but in New York is not, is more potent
We're a little
out there
unfiltered.
than it is here. But it's still a Hollywood cycle. It's like you could pump fake for like
Right.
20 minutes. You could, it's timed.
Yeah.
It's going
yeah.
time out. You can tell when somebody start pulling back, and it's
Right.
like, you know what? I'm not mad at you. It's just, I just know I can't. Like,
Right.
I'm not mad at you. I just know I can't. You're a little real, but then you're a little fake. You know
Talk
what I mean?
about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Because that shit, it kills me. Like, even with a follow, even with a repost, this is how I feel. I personally feel like repost it is free. Whoever like what they see is gonna click it. If they don't, they don't. But you still show love.
Right.
Why is it so hard to show love? And what people forget is, before you got to where you was, you needed the same thing: share, like, and repost. So now you got numbers, and it's a payment plan, or it's a, oh, I'm not gonna do this. Why?
That is a double-edged sword. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you. It's a double-edged sword. I've definitely felt the effects of not showing too much love. Like, it's not that I show too much love, but it's almost like once you get caught showing a certain amount of love, it's like, oh, now let's just hit him up at any given time. Like, let's just send it to him. Like, there's no boundaries. You gotta have some sort of boundaries, just like in real life. Like, it's like when you come over, of course I'm gonna be hospitable. If you love the hospitality, great. Appreciate it. But to knock on my door for the hospitality is now like, you know what I mean?
You're doing too much.
It's like,
Slow your
yo,
roll.
get invited back over, please.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Don't overstep.
yeah.
Don't
get
invite
it, but
yourself.
Like,
Don't go
when
on
you
my
got home
refrigerator,
team or
basically.
your family, your friends, I feel like it's supposed to be a given.
Yeah,
No?
like if you're talking about your circle,
Right.
like if it's your circle, then now you got to start reevaluating your circle. Because if my peoples drop something, if my family drops something, or my extended family, it's no problem
Right.
because I feel like it's an upward motion.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you're on the outskirts of that respectfully, it may come with, yo, you know what I mean? Little deposit, and I could do that. Or I just don't do that. Me, I just don't do that. I didn't get into, you know, putting a number on it just yet.
Yeah.
I played with it for a second, and then I say, you know what? That turns into a whole nother, like,
Entity. And I feel
entity
it's
that
corny.
I'm not ready for.
Okay.
So I'm just like, all right, you know what? Now I'm just organic and genuine with my inner circle, and you're gonna have to figure out how to do what you're gonna do around me. But of course, if we collab or we do something in passing, or there's no problem.
No
Like,
problem.
yo,
Right.
But I feel like you have a lot of people where they won't show the love and support until a celebrity or somebody who's viral likes your shit or repost your shit or whatever. That's when their love comes, or that's when I have a lot of family members who talk about the podcast. They ain't never liked the podcast or anything like that, but yet they sit here to my other family member like, yo, you know she got a podcast now. Like, come on.
I mean, but it's deep because while you posting other stuff on your stories or making any other type of post, what you don't realize is that other person that shot that clip, you helping them out more than you helping home team.
That's
Yeah, you know, and I'm not gonna hold you like you are talking to the poster child of the subject of which y'all getting into right now. Like
Really?
when it comes to right there, I'm like, like yeah. I had somebody, I promise you, I did a 2017 Super Bowl commercial
Okay.
for McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
It don't get no bigger than that. I
That's a
told
fact.
somebody, yo, I will pay you to post it on your page and say like, yo, you know, much love to my bro. Right? Now, mind you, this is my bro. It was supposed to be a goal. If it was me, it would have been a goal. No problem.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, you doing your thing.
Absolutely.
I'm just happy for you. It don't
Right.
even matter. No, I'm playing.
Right.
Because you said it, I'll take it, but it wasn't about that.
Right,
Like,
right.
At least act like it. No, I
Right.
ain't about that. You can still say it, but that.
Yeah.
Turned around and looked at me and was like, you know, I actually just kind of want to, I want to post it on my own.
Crazy.
Wow.
And I said, that would sound like, wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
You never did.
Right. You
never
think that
did.
shit come from maybe they low key envy? Like you
Yeah.
probably better than me. I'm not doing that.
It's like, yes, let me answer your
Yeah.
question.
I don't
Yes,
want to take the attention off of
it's
me.
also fear. It's also
That's a
fear.
fact.
They don't want
It's
you to
where,
be bigger than
where
them.
am I? Should this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or why wasn't it me?
Mm-hmm.
None of those things got nothing to do with me. So after recognizing like copy, it's a let go, because it's like if you start getting too deep on it, now the brain starts to look for evidence
Yeah.
and build a
Yeah.
case.
It's
Be
hurtful.
very mindful that your brain will build a case against anybody in your life should you suspect anything.
That's a fact.
Should you suspect anything that's going on, your brain will automatically build a case. And even when it wasn't, it's still recording.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the moment you go, "Oh, that's strange," and then this is why we go, so that's why it didn't happen. Because the
That's
brain
a
start giving
fact.
files
Pieces
like,
Yes.
and remember this,
Yeah.
and remember that.
No,
and
the
Nah,
puzzle start
I knew I was
coming
right.
together.
That's a fact.
And so this is metaphorically speaking, the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. So the devil is the brain giving the files, SVU. Yo, remember the dum, 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 dum. And then the angel is your heart going, who are they? Who were they in that moment?
Right.
What were they going through?
Right.
And so you can understand what was operating, because chances are the brain hijacked them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, you know, forgiveness is real big. It doesn't mean you have to keep somebody in your life. It just means you have to understand where they're coming from enough to not hold it against them. And me, and this is in hopes that I don't become that person. So that I don't have to learn that lesson, because half the time we attract that lesson and we become that person because we go, we ask this question, what would make you do something like that? We don't even realize we're calling, that's a spell. You call that right into your life. What will make you do that to me?
Right.
And then you turn around and do it and go, no, you don't understand.
Right.
Let me break. No, that was different.
Right.
And somebody looking like, no,
Nah.
what your ex did to you, you did to your ex, and you justified it. And so now in
Held
that
a
justification, you
grudge.
should forgive them. If you're truly justified in this, forgive them in that.
Everybody not built like that.
No,
They're not
no,
mature
they're not
enough.
ready for that.
Yeah. They
not
not.
ready for that.
They not. So I got another question. So we know that little mama is your sister.
Okay.
Shout out to you, little mama.
Shorty
Yeah.
get loose.
You know
Do
what I
you
mean?
feel like you had to play like the back? Like, was you like not in competition, but like how was it? Did you have to wait for her to blow for you to blow? Was you under her? Was she under you?
That's my big sister. I'm under the wing. You feel me? Like, I love her to life. She's dope. Her energy is fire,
Nice.
phenomenal. Like, I couldn't have a better, bigger sister. You know what I mean?
Fire.
Like, lessons, blessings. we taking it all. She looked just like my mother, so she
Nice.
blesses me with her presence.
Nice.
You
Shout
know
out
what I
to
mean?
you, little
Little
mama.
mama.
So
Little mama.
hello, yeah,
Little mama. You
that's a
get
fact.
it?
That's a fact.
Nice.
And that's the personality, like, you know, very homey, very will take care. Don't let there be no kids around.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Super talented, as you can see, dancing, rapping, singing. So it's and the singing come from my mom.
Okay.
So you know, my dad
Wanna
was
hit
a
a little
rapper,
note?
dancer.
You want to hear a little note?
Me, 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 me.
Oh,
You want to hear a little note?
You know, we'll move on to that in a little second. You know. Hello. But yeah, so no, as far as answering your questions, background, no. I feel like support system, like supporting cast, that's your role as a sibling.
Okay.
Like if you don't know that, then
Everybody don't got that.
I you know, it's weird to see family not functioning like
Family should function.
yeah,
It's
like
a lot of
at its
dysfunctional
efficiency.
families.
It's a lot of dysfunctional families, but the one thing I couldn't really grow up catching is like brothers punching each other in the face or like sisters backstabbing each other. Like that, we didn't play that in our house. And we got different fathers and all of that. But it wasn't like no, you
Pick a side or
it's
right,
no
right, right.
half holes or percentages.
We
You
brother
either are,
sister.
you not.
Right.
And
Okay.
so, you know, from the womb to the tomb, like, you know what I mean? So, like, for me, I would say the only thing that would be a struggle is, you know, you saying, yo, I'm declaring my independent essence as an artist. And people going, yeah, so about, oh, mama, and I'm like,
That's not what we here for.
you dig me? That's the only thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. But at this point, viral over and over again. From dancing, from rapping, done did a Netflix film.
Nice.
Um,
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Oh, be your man. Shout out Roxanne Shantae. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? So like at this point, I've done like the resume is now starting to show for itself. Like yo, you know what I mean? Like yo, Arn is a star, just like he says he is, and she supports it. You know what I
Nice.
mean? You go to her stories, she's reposting.
Nice.
Like I ain't even like what.
You don't gotta call and tell her. Like, I like genuine shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
friends, family,
Family.
let it be genuine. You don't gotta call me. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you doing it for regular strangers, what's the
could do it for-
problem?
yeah, you could do it for me.
Not a problem. And so, one thing I love is we just keep each other sharp. If she likes something, y'all like it. If she don't like something, I don't like it. And like that was, you know, on a personal tip, that was the work. How do we assist each other without taking things personal? How do we move the noise out the way? Like, how do we not let the brain create a case, build a case, and like, you know, because with our mom passing away, now there's no voice of reason that's physically there.
Understood.
And so that, you know, the younger we were, the more I could say dysfunctional it was, just because we came from the hood. We came from Bamas and East New York projects.
The
grew up on,
Bamas.
you know what I mean? Lennox Ave, 137th. So we listening to the background of all of that.
Right.
So that's a lot of hood energy.
Right.
As we get older, you know, communication courses, church, you know, we just finding the wisdom, meditation, prayer. And so it's like, yo, you know, it might sound like this, but I mean it like this, if you can hear that. So now we at a space where I love when we get into disagreements now because we usually on the same page.
Communicate better.
Right. And you know, we take care of each other even at odds.
That's dope. Aww.
Shout out to you, little mama.
You love your big sister?
That's a fact. Hello.
So now, you got a, what is it, Whippy? You got this song. I did it right? I ain't want to fuck it up.
You talking about Whoopsie?
Whoopsie.
Yeah, nah,
I
yeah.
fucked that up, but I was
it's all
there.
Love. It's all love. Shout out 5 Mics.
Nice. How did you get that going? That's super dope.
Yeah, so now I appreciate that. We of course met through Mama.
Okay.
And then, we had a conversation about music, about hip hop. I'm listening to his music. I'm like, yo, you really on a hip hop energy. Like you're not
sexy drilling and doing all this new school.
Like, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. New school is cool, but if they had something to say that was deeper than just the surface, then it's hip hop for real, for real. So no disrespect to nobody, all love to everybody in their fields and their lanes. But true hip hop is really about uniting the people, really about putting the people on and leaving them with something that they probably didn't have, and now it's clear that they have access to it. So I'm listening to 5 mics, and I'm like, yo, this is fire. We started working. And next thing you know, 1 song, 2 songs, 3 songs. Now we're working on a project. We're working on a project called 5-Star Mixtape.
Nice.
So 5 mics, Arnstar, 5-Star Mixtape.
Nice.
So this one is called Mass Appeal. Rest in peace, Guru. Shout out DJ
Guru.
Premier. We talking legends. And so on that track, that's the track we basically got it reworked.
Okay.
We put it up to date. And they did a song called Mass Appeal. We did Mass Appeal 2024.
Nice.
So, we just named it Mass Appeal. Shot the video and you know what I mean?
Nice.
So we outside with it.
Congratulations.
It's on radio in Charlotte right now.
Nice.
And we getting it put on a few other
platforms.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I need some advice. I know we having these watermelon challenges going on. Let's talk about your watermelon challenge. What we gotta do?
So basically, it's I'm doing a 30-day watermelon challenge.
30 days.
30 days.
Just watermelon?
Just watermelon. Oh, it's watermelon is coconut water.
Okay.
Available. So coconut water, black seeded watermelon.
Okay. So gotta have the seeds in it.
Yeah, the seedless joint, I'm not gonna lie. I actually, after 3 days, I had some seedless just
it's very
I
weird.
couldn't get to, I was like, what is this? My body asked me, what is this?
Word.
Like, yo, my taste buds,
It wasn't real.
It was like, not only did this taste weird, but it didn't do any good. And I was like, all right, cool. That's the last time, period, on or off. If it's one thing I discovered right now, if I stopped right now, I would say seedless, something is weird about it.
Of course,
I don't
GMO.
know what's going on with that. So I'm not ever eating any more seedless watermelon because I can tell a difference now.
Or seedless anything.
Seedless anything.
There you go.
We need the seeds.
So I'm doing 30 days. I'm 7 days in right now.
Nice.
I can join at any moment, at any a length of time.
The watermelons be expensive.
No, I went $20.
Not in Queens. I know Queens get the money, but they were like, come on.
Actually, I saw them somewhere for 10.
Word?
Yeah,
in Queens?
Mount Vernon.
Look where you going.
Come on.
Ain't nobody out there.
Hey, you can pick up all the watermelon you need, 10, 20, 30.
Right.
You got it.
Drive back
Or you go to
home.
Harlem.
Okay.
And, my
Check it
guy
out.
gave it to me for $20.
Nice.
You know what I
So
mean?
we gotta go
We
with
gotta-
you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Pull up
Say
a
your
beer,
name.
That's a fact.
It's straight $20.
They got the yellow watermelon too.
They got the yellow one.
Where
too.
yellow
But is the
watermelon
yellow
really,
one
really came
real,
from?
though? I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
I think
They got
somebody-
seeds in it.
Okay,
Where did it
well, if
come
they do,
from?
no.
Yellow,
From
bro?
Georgia.
I'm not going.
They got an orange watermelon too.
What? That's a
That-
cantaloupe.
No.
No, that's crazy. 'Cause that cantaloupe is a whole nother melon. But that's mad funny.
They
Like
do
he
have
lost
a-
my word.
Nah, because I didn't want to cut her off. She was
They
good.
do have an orange watermelon with seeds and everything. So they have the red, they have the orange, they have the yellow.
Well, we
watermelon.
tasting a rainbow? What's going on?
I'm gonna definitely double check to see if
Yeah.
they're tissue. But right now, as far as how I'm thinking about it, they are though. As far as the yellow ones and the red
Yellow.
ones.
She said orange.
No,
They
I don't
have
know. I
an
haven't
orange
seen the
ones,
orange
too.
ones yet. I haven't seen the orange ones. And if I definitely see some purple ones, I don't know about. You know what I mean? If I see some
I ain't
green
say
joints,
purple.
I don't- No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just. You know what I mean?
Yo, Arnstar is super duper funny.
Yeah.
I like him. Wait, hold
Y'all know I
on.
was on
Wait,
Wild 'N
before
Out,
we give
right?
out compliments, you single?
Oh
Oh, shit.
Don't get punched up outside.
Uh-oh.
I don't know when it's gonna drop.
Shout out to Lady Star.
I don't know when it's going to drop.
You single?
I'm gonna just
Star?
keep it mysterious.
He got
I'm gonna
Plead
give
the
a
fifth.
No, I'm gonna give a Facebook answer. It's complicated.
Okay.
It's
So
complicated.
don't hit him up, ladies. Not
Don't
now.
slide in them DMs.
Depending on when this drop, it might be
He'll announce
might
it.
be rid of that.
Yeah.
Might be rid of that, but I don't know.
Aw.
Might be rid of that.
Oh my God.
You know what
Anyway,
I mean?
but yes, you was on Wild 'N Out. How did it go?
Oh no, that was fire. Season
In
11.
the classroom. Come on.
Hello. Oh, you know I
In the
wasn't there for in the classroom. I always wanted to play that game.
That's
I'm
the
so
best
sorry.
one.
Yeah.
What's
Word.
the other one? Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Shout out
shout
to
out
you,
to
Nick
Nick.
Cannon.
Yes.
Thanks for the follow. I hope you watching.
That's
I know
dope.
you watching.
Hey Nick, speaking of that, why you unfollow me, nigga?
No.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? No, I'm no, because
We
he
just got to
followed
follow
you
you?
relevant because you said thanks for the follow. I'm like, wait a minute, no, we gonna check right now because I might owe him an apology. He might be like, what? What is he talking about?
Nick Cannon,
Let me
did you
see.
Don't get
unfollow
us
Arnstar?
unfollow.
Yeah,
No, y'all
you're
not gonna get
part of that.
unfollow. He's gonna laugh and he's gonna move forward. Trust me, he might just turn around and follow. He might just follow me back.
But is
I
he
hope.
following?
No, he's not.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Send a message.
Wow, Nick, what
Well,
happened?
We're gonna look at it as a positive note that he unfollowed you to follow us.
Yeah.
So he had to get rid of one to get.
You know what?
You
I
was
ain't gonna
already
lie.
on the show. We're trying to get on the show.
You know what? He probably making room
Yes.
for what's new for him.
Yeah,
I
because
love
we
Nick
want to do that
regardless.
in the classroom.
Listen, I love him regardless. I'm super appreciative. He opened up a space for me that I will forever be grateful for. Like, you know, if he call me back, I'll pop back out. It's not a
Nice.
problem. I see Nick and I see myself. Like, you know what I
Fire.
mean? Like, you
Sweet
know,
guy.
I want to talk some shit in the classroom.
hey, I'm trying to make a hit in the classroom.
Hey,
What we doing in the classroom?
and kicked out of class.
Yeah, kick out the classroom.
Listen, I skipped class, okay?
We here, nigga. We here.
Hello.
It's alright. I be the one.
Anywho,
That was fun though. I had mad fun.
I got
I
mad.
It
believe
got me
you.
it got me going to where it brought me to another level of funny
Nice.
and another level of freestyle. Like
Nice.
just being able to flow in the moment, go with the idea of what's being birthed at the time. And I was definitely a student, and I feel like should I have the chance to come back, I'll be super strong at this point. You know what I mean? But I would need that opportunity, Nick. You feel me? But I
Well,
love everybody that was there. Chico
I
B,
want to be in
realest.
the audience.
I like Chico
Carlos
B and
Miller.
Carlos.
Oh, they
And
are
DC
hilarious.
Young
Yes.
DC Young Fly, super cool.
B Simone, all of y'all. Shout
Yeah,
out to
everybody
all
though
y'all,
conceited.
man.
You know what I mean?
Cause
Charlie
see, I need some
Clips,
sneakers, bro.
Big Bro.
What's going on?
Yeah, he's
DJ
fly.
D.
Justine.
Christina.
Yes. D-Rex,
Nah, you
definitely
can't
a
shout him
big
out.
hip hop. D-Rex, big hip hop though. He big hip hop. I
Good
respect
job.
D-Rex.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
Nah.
But
Young Swag, he came on with me. Shout out Young Swag.
shout out
Yeah,
to
he's
you,
new
Young
school.
Swag.
He's new school.
Okay.
He's new school, but he's definitely been on for a minute.
Next
Well,
time they
speaking
invite
of
you.
freestyling, because you just said it got you up to where you are,
Fact.
I think I want to like into the
can
next.
I gotta tell this one story.
Tell
though.
a story.
We
I was
wanna-
upset about this, and somebody
up?
somebody at MTV.
We need to rectify
Yeah,
it?
y'all gotta rectify
Uh
that.
oh, MTV, this is for you.
So it was an episode with Keke Palmer. Shout out Keke Palmer.
Shout out to you, Kiki Palmer.
Kiki.
For whatever reason, there was we was doing Wild Style, and you know the show was going smooth, whatever. And then I realized like, yo, I ain't really getting a Wild Style. I gotta get in a Wild Style though. I was coming off a very big joke, very big joke, and this is my first time telling this publicly. Some of my friends already know this story.
Nice.
So then I'm like, nah, I gotta do something. So I came at Hitman Holla. You know, I said something to him. Boom, got out of his jersey, whatever. And then everybody was like, whatever. Nick was upset because it was already a big joke. They was trying to end it. I was like, hell no, I'm gonna try to get this shit off. So then he turns to me. He like, this is when I had my flat top. So he like, yo, man, you need to stop. I flip you upside down to use you for a mop. And they like, oh, whatever. And so I'm like, yes. I'm so glad you said something about my hair because I was prepared for that. Like I was already knowing this is a target.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, another hair joke. No, this gotta stop. I wear my hair like this because I'm thinking outside of the box. Exactly. Crowd like, ooh. And then I'm like, and since you want to talk about using me for a mop, and I swear I was trying to find anything, and I just felt like something came and took over my body, like boom, like just jumped in. And I was like, it's cool, because the floor will be as clean as your top. And I took his hat off. The whole crowd was like, oh, it was the biggest reaction that night.
Nice.
And the reason why I'm beefing with MTV and all of them over there is because that didn't even end up on the extended scenes in YouTube.
That's crazy.
Like for some reason it just was completely gone.
That's crazy.
Like
somebody didn't hit record.
Only like you could ask Kiki, you could ask everybody that was there. You could ask security guard. I had an 8 Mile moment. Remember when B Rabbit finally won his first round?
Yes.
And they was like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
I was going home and they was like, have a good night, Arnstar. And I was like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, yeah.
No.
With the flats.
And I'm just like, yo, that was that
nobody
clip.
posted it.
No, I promise you this. Y'all find that clip, instantly viral. It's out of there. They put that on the Wildin' Out. They put that on the Wildin' Out page. That's gone.
But why they hating? Why wouldn't they post it?
For the life of me, I thought we came here for entertainment. So why would it get missing? That was the very last joke of that night. There's no way that got missed.
I mean, if we gonna talk about it,
you
said that it wasn't posted and you got unfollowed.
Well, the unfollow came like that's recently. Like Nick
Well, why?
has been following me for years. Like
Oh.
you know what I mean? And that's
My
all a
business.
jokey joke. Like I hit him in a DM, he'll hit me back. It's not a problem.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It ain't that deep. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't, but
Hit that follow button back.
Well,
yeah, thank you.
he just gave a little snippet of how he was gonna go viral on that clip. Ooh, did you hear that? Let me say it again. Well, he just gave a little snippet on how he was gonna go viral off of that clip. Bars.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready to enter the next segment.
Let's get it.
Call Supreme Flow.
Let's go.
Ready for that? Grab your headphones.
Okay.
So we're gonna enter the Supreme Flow Challenge. You know what the challenge is? The challenge is you have to incorporate. Nah, let's talk about it. You ready for that?
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Arnstar. Now let's talk about it. It's like one more time for the OGs. It was something that's real that they told me. They said if it was never for Jordan, there would never be a Kobe. What that mean? Watch your step. You thinking you hot now, but you could get replaced by the next. And in the moment that you claim you the best, it's always somebody that came before. You gotta show them respect. I'm trying to put some butter on your daily bread. You rather have static with me than to hear what I clearly said. I know why you mad, disgrace. Your face in direct messages is getting left on red. You want me to apologize for what? Still scared to go outside, get what you want. Living my dreams, and for that, never say sorry. Always hit the shots that count. I'm Robert Ory, I was always motivated to go get more. Package watch, plus I spit raw. They say you get ahead when you keep your feet moving with a tight core. Translation, I'm just trying to put my team on. Who would have known the things we did on the train would have us traveling everywhere, but on a plane. Window seat, got the city under the wing. Dressing for success, I come ready and you complain. Sick and tired, hearing about how you sick and tired. So many questions, I question, are you wearing the wire? Are you doing something for the youth to aspire? Are you singing the message the youth can acquire? Different influences of what not to do. How your bad habits got to you. Pass it off as normal behavior. Truth is, you still waiting on a savior. Truth is, ain't nobody gonna save you. Bittersweet taste, you gotta savor the flavor. If you don't love yourself, then who else can? And once you get some shit with the next man, you get plenty when you give plenty. Best way to stay broke, be stingy. Y'all worry about $100 binges. That's why your life fall in a frenzy. Y'all so fascinated with making the right amount. I'm so fascinated with making my life count. And I'ma spit it so you can feel it with every ounce. You already know what my pen about, and I've been about. Never been confused with this music. Do's it. Street Fighter flow, they be like, how do kid bridge the gap like MC Shan? It must be a scam. Nah, dog, just recognize God's plan. I'm gone. You need to have a seat and go talk with your fam. Start listening to help them develop a plan. Cut off toxic people that do not understand. The boy is truly ready to become a man. This year we getting everything we speak up. This year we seeing everything we dreamed of. And make believers out of those who don't believe us. What? Yo, just know, Instagram, not God. Choosing to not wear makeup, that's not odd. I loved you before I could say I knew who you are. That was one of the greatest decisions by far. I forgive you, I hope you can forgive me too. For believing that you are what happens to you. That couldn't be further from the truth, man. It's not what happens to you, it's about what you do. Look, yo, my name is ARN. Shots in the club like I brought the AR in. Throw my fists in the air, no way y'all win. And I do it for my brothers like the way y'all wins. Listen, HIP to the HOP. 6 letters that save my LIFE. PACE plus love, unity. Rest in peace, Frosty Freeze and Kippy D. Look, anything I talk about, I walk about. So when I'm done with this interview, I'ma walk it out. Look, one question to stalk them out? Nah, dog, let's talk about it.
Yo, Arnstar just killed it.
Thank you.
That Supreme Flow was fire.
Appreciate you.
Super fire.
Appreciate you. It's my favorite part of the segment. I saw the joint. I was looking, I was doing research. I was like,
not the
hold up.
favorite.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You know, y'all got deep, like dope topics. Everything. It could go anywhere from spiritual to spicy. I love that because that's all me. But then this part, I was like, hold on.
Nice.
Got some spitters on here too.
Nice. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend.
That's a
You
fact.
Tell all your friends.
Nah, everybody gonna be up here after me. I'll send them
That's a
through.
fact. Y'all heard it here.
Welcome.
What's up, Arnstar? What you got going on?
What up?
What's up? What you got going on?
What's goody? Oh yeah. I'm like, hold on, we gonna
take
get.
it off,
I'm like,
take it
look,
off,
I'm
take it
fasting,
off.
but I'm like, look,
Take it off, you
I'm like,
good.
look, I'm like, we gonna get something to eat after what you talking about.
Yeah.
Look, but nah, yeah. We got the collab album coming, 5-star mixtape. I'm working on my personal album called Y'all Get It Later. But yeah. Other than that, I'll be on my way back to Africa. We ain't even talk about Africa.
I want to go.
Yo, it's beautiful.
I said I want to go.
Oh yeah, nah, we out. Look.
Yeah,
hey,
y'all heard
listen,
when y'all see me leave, I went Arnstar.
Listen.
And don't call my phone.
Listen,
I don't know where she at.
I'm on my way back to Tanzania.
Okay.
I love Tanzania. It's a beautiful space east on the east side of the continent.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I met God out there.
Nice.
Like the energy, like it's just way different, way opposite of America. It's not so matrixy. You
Nice.
can really tap back into your nature, your natural self. And the food, you ain't leaving. You
Word.
ain't gonna leave.
We'll talk about when we got book our flight.
Copy.
Yeah, because he
Copy,
said it was
copy.
complicated. So it's okay that I go with it.
Wait, now see. Let me see that.
Don't
Look,
start that shit.
Look, what's going on over here? It's a big,
Look,
nice,
well, you can be
shiny
good friends.
It's a nice shiny rock over
How
here.
many of us have them friends?
Don't look over here. It's
Look,
empty.
oh, okay. Let me see what's going on over here. Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Hold on, this
No
is
tea.
Anyway,
No
where could
tea,
they
honey.
follow you
Nice.
at Arnstar?
Yeah, they can follow me at ARNSTAR. That's
Y'all
right.
heard it here. I'm your host, Ashley D.
Say it again.
Shout out to my co-host, Ink,
Yer,
and our
yer.
special guest. Thank you for showing out with us, hitting us the clean flow. Y'all give it up for Arnstar.
Yeah.